Again, hello. I'm April Murray. I'm from Alaska. I'm a snowbird, so I travel to different areas. My sister has lived a mental health issues life in Boulder for more than 25 years. She lives in a special program in Boulder. I used to live here in Colorado. I would go and visit my sister occasionally, and my sister called the mental health programs where she lived with rigid rules in the apartments, and she had to go in and make sure she got her medications properly. And the areas that she was living in, there were no interpreters, there was no one there to help screen her medication. And I remember one time my sister was shaking very badly, so I took her back and I said they tried to write back and forth. And my sister's issues were very difficult. She was very smart. She graduated from Gallaudet as a computer engineer, and my whole family has a history of these kinds of issues, but she felt like she didn't want to go to be with deaf people in Denver. I want to live on my own in Boulder, even though they weren't providing the services for her. It all had to do also with the money that she had, and it was true in other parts of the city as well, not just Boulder. And so they needed to have a hearing interpreter as well as a certified deaf interpreter. My sister was getting the wrong medications, and so she was having all these hallucinatory types of things going on with her, and it was quite severe. They weren't making the necessary adjustments to her medication. They didn't have the therapist who could provide the necessary services for a person who was deaf or hard of hearing. So that's been a tremendous concern all those years with my sister. I feel what needs to be also established is a video phone so my sister could get in touch with me. And I lost a sister recently. I crossed the United States in October, and I felt that that services in Boulder never contacted me or my mother, and I had to go and look for the place that they were having her. I knew the places my sister would walk around in Boulder. We couldn't find her at all. I feel it's so critical that we could have had a video phone so she could keep in touch with her deaf family. Because I would call the police from Alaska, I would call the police in Boulder, and they said, oh no, we can't release any information about her because, her confidentiality. So nobody could find my sister. And here she had all these mental issues. She wasn't able to function appropriately. How could we resolve this problem? If we at least had a video phone, we could have kept in touch with her. And then she needed the services of a certified deaf interpreter because there are all types of different things that were happening with her. Some of her signing was in that hallucinatory stage, and we felt it was so critical that she needed to have the same, maybe only 2 interpreters, including a certified deaf interpreter to help make that communication effective. My sister didn't feel comfortable in coming to Denver to be around the deaf community there because she didn't want to have that shared and have all of her privacy. So, she was placed in different places in Boulder, but always the only deaf person who was there. I just feel it's critical that they be giving those interpreting services, which included a certified deaf interpreter, and then also to have a video phone. Technology is so much better today. There aren't these long distance costs to call people like that. So if anyone knows about that, my sister Julie Agnew has been missing now since last fall. Thank you for your time.